Yo, what's good, YouTube? Welcome to another 2K22 certified banger. Today, we're going to be going over the best post-score animations for 2K22 current gen. I already did my post video. If you guys missed the build, go check that out. Godlike build. I promise you're not about to be losing on the ones or the twos with that build. Today, we're going to go over the animations, and as we do, let me know in the comments down below. What's your record so far in 2K22? I've been dominating, but I want to hear what y'all record is as well. Let's get right into these animations. Drop a like on the video right now. Subscribe if y'all haven't already. Sub up, and enjoy the video. So NBA 2K22 has all brand new post moves. From 2K18 all the way through 2K21, we had the exact same animations for our post scores. So it was very easy to find the next game's quote unquote best post moves, because you essentially already knew it was the same as the game before. But in 2K22, they've actually given us a lot more new post moves. Everything is different. All the animations are different. So there's a lot to choose from and a lot to test out. So I spent the last several hours over on my Twitch live testing out these different animations for you guys against players on the ones courts, in the my court, just grinding through these animations, trying every single one of them out to find the post moves that have the highest screen windows, create the most space, and are the fastest and hardest to contest, so I can bring you guys a collection of the absolute best post score animations. And like I said, they're all brand new, so make sure you guys watch to the end of the video, because you want to make sure you know all these different animations. And there's even things like as small as they completely took shimmy fades out of the animation list, and now it's actually attached to your fadeaway, and you automatically get whatever shimmy fade is in that fadeaway package. So that I took into account as well, and we've looked at everything, and I came up with a list of the best post-score animations. Let's check those out so you guys can see what exactly I'm using to be absolutely dominant with my post-score. As we're going through these animations for all the different post moves, I am going to pop up some gameplay on the screen of me and my court, showing off what the move looks like, so you guys can at least have an idea as well, looking at the move, what exactly it's going to look like in the game, to see if it's a post fade, a hook shot, or hop shot that you would be interested in using. But starting off, we do have our jump shot. This jump shot's not really going to affect your post moves this year, so use whatever you guys want. I'm using Dirk Nowitzki because at 7'3", I'm very limited on the jump shots I have access to, and this is one I used to use in 2K17 and 18, so I'm very familiar with it. I like it, so I threw it on. It's working well for me. It's very consistent greening from the 3 and the midi, especially as a big man. There's not very good jump shots available to 7'3s, so this for me was probably the best one. Free throws, I didn't change at all. Now the dribble, pull up, spin jumper, and hop jumper, a lot of players just gloss over these as big men and don't equip anything, but some of these different moves are situational and they can be used in the post. Some of them are actually pretty decent. The dribble, pull up off of some post spins or post drives, I've used them occasionally, not very often, but in some situations they do work well and you're able to get a good shot attempt off. So definitely equip something here. I'm using Dirk Nowitzki dribble pull up. The spin jumper, this is actually has a really good animation in it where it looks kind of like Hakeem the Dream, Olajuwon's signature move. So I definitely like this one. I've got some pretty nasty clips with basic 2 in the past. This is the same animation as it's been the past few years. So basic 2 for the spin jumper, and a hop jumper, I don't really use these very often, but I do use basic 2. Now getting into the actual post moves, first off we have Kobe Bryant for our post fadeaway. Like I said, I tested all the fadeaways, and this one for me caught my eye the most because it was the fastest. Now I didn't time every single fadeaway to see if mathematically it is legitimately the fastest. It just felt the fastest in my hand as I was shooting these shots. A lot of them were kind of slow, and the fades in general seem slower this year than they have been in the past. I don't know if that's their way of kind of balancing it, but they definitely seem a little bit slower. But Kobe Bryant was definitely very fast. Now the space it creates is not huge. It does create a good amount of space, but there's definitely some other fadeaways that you kind of sacrifice some speed, but they create a lot more space. And here, after I go through all these animations, I'm going to give you guys a couple of bonus picks that you guys can choose if you don't like this one I chose. But for me, Kobe Bryant, very fast, huge green window, and it created a good amount of space in comparison to a lot of the slow fadeaways. So it's definitely good. The shimmy fades on this package are by far the best shimmy fades in my opinion. They have some good fakes, they're fast, and they create a lot of space. So Kobe Bryant for me is definitely a post fade of choice. Now our post hooks, there's a lot of really good hook shot animations. I think there's a number of different ones you guys can choose and be successful with, but for me basic 2 was the best because again it was very fast. I like my post moves to be fast and create a good amount of space because I like to set them up how I want to set them up and then get them off before the defender has time to react and to contest it. I don't typically just go into the paint do something that creates a lot of space and hope I have enough space. I strategically set my moves up, and then I want to get them off quickly before the defender can react. And basic 2 does that for me. It's a very fast post hook. The guy essentially just tosses it up and in, and it has a good green window. Some of the post hooks I tested out, I honestly could not get a single green. It seemed like the green window was just not there, or it was very small, or maybe it was a really weird timing. So some of them were not usable for me. But basic 2 I felt like was very effective, and even the whites with basic 2 went in a lot. Some of the ones I was testing out, like every single white missed. Basic 2 overall for me was really solid. There's a lot of great options though. Like I said, I mean, Kareem is good, Shaq is good. We'll go over some other good options here at the end of the video as well. Post hop shots, Devin Booker. I love this hop shot. Now, like I said, they did change the animations, but in the past, this hop shot would have been post hop shot 10. It's literally the exact, well, not the exact same, but it's very, very similar to post hop shot 10. And that's the one I've been using for years. It creates a ton of space. As long as you set it up right, your defender has no chance of reacting to get the contest. It has a good step back in it, and it has a good side hop shot. Overall, this package is really good, and it creates by far the most space you're gonna have with a hop shot. Now, I know a lot of post scores like post hop shot 1, the real cheesy one that kind of goes into the paint. You can get a real cheesy up and under. I didn't care for that. I like hop shots that create space. But if you did like post hop shot 1, it is Kobe Bryant. If you use Kobe Bryant post hop shot, that is almost identical to post hop shot 1, and you can be real cheesy with it. And that's all of our post moves right here. Our fades, hooks, and hop shots. Like I said, the shimmies are already incorporated into the hooks and the fadeaways. Moving on to our dunks and layups. The layups I get as a 7-3 just default big, so I have to use that. All the dunks are just under basket, regular, pro under basket, elite under basket, athletic under basket. I do not have access to contact dunks until I hit 96 overall. So as soon as I hit 96 overall, of course, I will slap that on. And that's really it for all of our animations. Let me give you guys these bonus animations that I mentioned to you guys if you don't really care for Kobe Bryant, basic 2, or Devin Booker. So the post fades, in my opinion, there's 3 really good options, and of course you guys could choose whatever you want, but what stood out to me as the best options was 1, normal 3, which creates a ton of space. This one, out of all the ones I tested, creates some of the most space, and it's still kind of fast. It is pretty slow, but it's not as slow as some of the other ones that create a lot of space. So if you want a fade that creates a ton of space, this one right here is pretty good. I was using it for a while. I thought I was going to stick with it, but like I said, I ultimately chose Kobe. This one creates a ton of space. Definitely give it a try as well. Kobe Bryant, like I said, of course, this is the one I use, very fast. And the other one I was using a lot was Jason Tatum, which is kind of like in the middle. It creates a good amount of space and it's fast. Some of the animations in this package are not that great, and there's some that are amazing. The reason I ended up not using this one, this is the one I was using a ton, is because, like I said, some of the animations are not that great. So it kind of limited my versatility on which ways I could fade, because there's like 1 or 2 animations in this package that they're pretty slow and don't create a lot of space, so like almost not usable. But Jason Tatum's another very good one. I really liked this one, and I honestly might give it a try some more throughout the year, but I'm going to be sticking with Kobe Bryant. Moving on to our hook shots, like I said, basic 2 I really like. Normal, just basic normal right here is really good as well. It's very quick. He just goes up, very high arc, and just lays it up and over everybody. And then the last one is Kareem, if you like the sky hook. If you like the classic sky hook, Kareem's not a bad option either. And then last, we have our post hop shots that you guys might want to check out. Devin Booker, like I said, is what I'm using. Kobe Bryant, if you want the post hop shot one from the past couple of 2Ks. And then, believe it or not, Austin Rivers. I actually like Austin Rivers a lot too. The animation, he has one really clean one that looks like you're doing a post spin and then he hops out, and then it's kind of similar to hop shot 10 as well. I ended up going with Devin Booker because it creates a little bit extra space, and the one that looks like you're doing a post hop shot, I mean a post spin, I like it, but I don't want someone to not fall for the spin and then be able to contest my shot. So I decided not to go with Rivers, but I'll probably try it some throughout the year, honestly, because I mean, you guys are looking at it here. You can see the animation sometimes where he does the little fake spin and then hops out. It's that one right there, the spin, the post drive, and it hops out. Pretty clean, so I do like this one. And that's gonna be all of the animations for the post scores this year. Let me know which post fade and stuff you guys are gonna go with, which ones you were liking. Is there one I should try more that you guys are in love with? Let me know down below. Appreciate you guys watching. We got more post score gameplay coming, post score tips and tricks. We got more tips and tricks in general for NBA 2K, and just a lot more coming for you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm gonna catch you later. Peace.